Alright, this Monday we got to potentially see the start of a paradigm shift in the NFL. Let me take you to the Dolphins versus Rams, waning seconds of the game. And we can see that the Rams are driving down the field down by 11 points. On second down, though, they take a shot into the end zone to no avail, eating 3 valuable seconds off the clock, where they're forced to make an interesting decision. They can either go for another shot into the end zone or attempt a field goal right now. And they opt to go for the third down field goal with 42 seconds left of the game. And this got me thinking that this is actually really smart. I've heard a lot of people pushing back that they should have run one more play to potentially pick up a touchdown, but in a game that already has had 2 interceptions, the small percentage points of picking this touchdown up don't outweigh the risk of the game being automatically over if it gets picked off, or the nightmare situation where Stafford gets sacked. And on top of that, the biggest hurdle to these miraculous comebacks isn't typically scoring, it's the onside kick. This low percentage play of the onside being successful means that teams are starting to care a little bit less about maximizing the percentage points if they do get the onside, but maximizing time after the onside attempt in general. So this third down field goal leaves 39 seconds on the clock to potentially recover the onside, but they don't get it, and now the Dolphins have to take one knee and the game is over. But I think there's actually a team who tried to do something a little bit smarter earlier this year against the Bengals. The Giants were down by 10 points when they got down to the 27, where they immediately spike it to attempt a 45-yard field goal with 55 seconds left in the game. Now in the modern era, this might feel like a chip shot, but Joseph did unfortunately miss ending the game right here. But the premise, I thought, was actually really smart. Take the points you already know you're going to need if you want to make a comeback by using the most efficient point-getting play possible, which is the field goal. It gives you the most time possible if you do get the ball back, but it also does something else which is really smart, which is maximizing the amount of snaps that the other team needs to take in order to end the game, assuming you don't get the ball. There's also another benefit of taking a field goal attempt on third down, and that's because if something goes wrong with a snap, you can fall on the ball and retake the attempt at no extra cost except the yards you lost. Now you might say, Isaac, when would this ever need to happen? Well, I'm glad you asked, because Payne is my middle name as a Bengals fan. So I'm going to take you to their overtime game against the Ravens, where what I'm talking about right now was actually the second talking point behind why not letting Burrow just throw the ball. Because you see, we just run the ball into a brick wall anyway, so why not kick the ball on third down? And while I do think this is a bit of a dubious case, because the ball would have been at the 46, meaning that now Evan McPherson would have to attempt a 64-yarder, there's still a case to be made regardless. So the overall question being presented is now, on the sub 11.2 score game, how early do you trot out your field goal kicker? The Rams had the ball at the 15-yard line with 1 minute and 11 seconds left. Should they have gone for it right here, they could have forced the Dolphins to take 3 snaps. All these things I think are going to be brought into question moving forward, and I love to see the nuances of these games really get stripped back and analyzed further.
Third down, they kick the field goal, and obviously you need 2 scores.